With her can-do attitude, love of simple gardens and decades of experience, Charlie Dimmock is one of Britain's best-loved gardeners.
Fire pit there, water feature bubbling away there.
But the Rich brothers are the new trendsetters. Winners of multiple medals at the Chelsea Flower Show,
Valiant job.
the boys have become known for their dramatic outdoor spaces. Now, these two different generations of gardening are going head-to-head.
They may have a few gold medals, but I've got one or two tricks up my sleeve.
They're meeting frustrated garden owners across the country.
It looks like a driveway.
I wasn't going to say that.
And will each pitch them a design based on their needs
Wow.
and budget.
Let's hope they choose us.
The winner
Charlie! Yeah!
brings their design to life, and the loser
Come on, we're in.
has to help them build it.
Get all the best jobs me, don't I?
This is what happens
Who designed this garden? Stupid person.
when different styles collide
Oh, dear, you geeks.
to turn garden dreams into reality.
It's like walking down some stately home. It's beautiful.
It's time for Charlie and the Rich brothers to find out whose garden they're competing to design this time.
Vinay and Raunak have contacted us. They're from Milton Keynes.
Vibrant red. That's a theme in the garden.
That's the thing. They love vibrant colours, you know, lots of positivity in the garden.
Yes. Yeah.
Vinay and Raunak, who have lived in the UK for 16 years, got together when they were at university.
We met in a lift.
Yes. And to be fair, she was very rude in the lift.
I think it was love at the first sight, I would say. We both love gardening, but because of his busy schedule and my working full-time, and I've got an 18-year-old boy and then a girl who's 8, so it's just very difficult for me to manage.
They love entertaining and they've got a big extended family and friends. So entertainment space is key. And Vinny does lots and lots of cooking. So edibles, herbs.
I like to cook a lot of different kind of food, and I experiment because I've been traveling for the last 21 years.
I love his barbecue. It's very, very homely. I mean to say, I think not just me, but the people who've come here, our family, our friends, and everybody's loved this food.
But at the moment, their garden doesn't live up to the standard of the food.
A garden is in a very sorry state. It needs a lot of tender love and care. Everything is wrong in the garden.
I think it definitely needs a rescuing.
They do also like the idea of a sort of meditation area.
So a nice lively side of the garden, then also a nice relaxing, quiet side of the garden as well.
That's the one, and definitely water.
Oh,
in the
really?
garden. So there you go.
We are Hindus, and Hinduism is all about love, peace, peace with nature. I think garden summarizes all of that. And a lovely garden, a vibrant garden, water is a true reflection of what we believe.
So it looks like a pretty large garden, and there's not that much in it. So what's the budget?
The budget's 3,000.
Okay.
It's all right,
Yeah.
you know.
So there's a lot of work there, but £3,000 can go quite far.
It might be more labouring rather than sort of spending lots of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, with a long list of requests, the designers get straight to work. They'll each come up with a plan for Vinay and Raunak's garden that will work within their budget. The couple will then have to choose the winning design, and whoever loses will help the winner build the garden. The £3,000 budget will be spent on materials, while Charlie and the Rich brothers, along with a team of landscapers, provide the labour. It's time for the designers to present their ideas to Vinay and Raunak.
Hello. Hello. Right. So, this is our design.
Hello. You were after a garden for entertainment, relaxation and meditation, but overall lots of vibrant colours.
So we know that you wanted to have a garden that you could entertain in, that you could bring your family round and your friends round, and you could really utilise the space. But we know that also you wanted to have a garden that was perfect for you two, was nice and relaxing, somewhere that you could meditate as well. So we've tried to put that within your garden by basically splitting it into two halves.
Keen for a more practical, entertaining space, the couple's current patio by the house is far from ideal. So how have the designers tackled that challenge?
So your patio area down here, I've just rearranged it, levelled it, made it more usable. But the main entertainment area is this new patio further up the garden. And this pathway either side of a canal of water, so you'll get lots of really lovely reflections.
What we thought would be very necessary in the garden is to have a larger patioed area. At the moment, it's really thin and small, and most of it's a trip hazard. So what we'd like to do is remove all of that and then repave it with a nice natural stone, but large enough that you can have a lovely big family table there.
Conscious of the couple's dream of combining the fun and lively space with a quiet zone for meditation, both designers have got plans for that too.
Coming down here, an ornate pathway with lots of herbs running through it, so as you tread on them, you'll get that scent leading to this area here where you can sit and meditate.
Sometimes you said you like to meditate. Yeah. It creates this lovely spot, just sitting amongst the shrubs in this lovely natural space where you can sit, relax. Alongside here, we've also got a water feature because we thought it'd be really nice to have, the soft sound of water. So it just kind of furthers that degree of tranquility.
More importantly, Vinay and Raunak wanted their vibrant culture to be reflected with lots of colour in the garden. So what have the designers done to make that happen?
We thought a really nice way to introduce colour, because we know how important colour is to you. A nice way to incorporate colour into the garden, but also to provide more seating for when you have people round, is to actually put these walls into a garden. So these are rendered walls. So this burnt orange, burnt yellow is turmeric. And then we want to go for this kind of purpley, dark purpley blue is juniper, and then is saffron. Yeah. And then the plants that we've got running through here are going to be nice and vibrant and colourful as well.
We've got big beds full of colourful flowers, lots of echinacea, cannas, that'll give you lots of really vibrant colours. So hopefully that's given you lots to think on.
That's it. The pitches are over and both designers have come up with some fantastic ideas.
See you in a bit.
Thank you so much.
No worries, thank you.
But the couple can only choose one. Will they be won over by the Rich brothers' colourful walls, family dining area and tranquil natural planting? Or will it be Charlie's water canal, fruit and veg beds and meditation area that wins through? It's never going to be a simple choice, but they have to make a decision.
Hello.
This has been the most difficult time of my life.
You're making it difficult for us, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Tell us, put us out
I'm
of our
really
misery.
nervous about this, but yeah. It was like very, very difficult for us to pick one of the design.
Are you sure? Wait a minute before you turn it. Are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah! Nice. What made you choose ours then?
We have got plenty of entertainment area, which is straight from the house. Mm-hmm. And that's what we want our friends to be close to our heart, close to us.
Yep.
So the Rich brothers have come out on top this time. But they'll need Charlie's help if they want to turn this empty space into a dream garden. It's time for the hard work to begin in Milton Keynes, and the landscapers are keen to get started. Project manager Rosie is briefing the team.
Right, this is Vinay and Raunak's garden. This couple love entertaining, so what we've got on this side is where all the action's going to be, with lovely walls for seating, beautiful patio, and a bench and table set. But the two big problems here are the patio paving and that grass, and I tell you guys, that is rock hard. all coming up, and I'm afraid there's no digger.
The boys are working on the lawn and the girls on the patio. But as soon as they start lifting the slabs, they find drain problems.
Yeah, here it goes. Yeah. Basically, we've lifted up the paving slab and Joe's found another manhole cover that we didn't know about. It was hidden. It's in use, so we're now trying to find out what we need to do about it.
With the drain in use, the team have to make sure it can be easily accessed.
We're trying to lay a lovely modern patio here, and we're finding all these other inspection holes. I don't know how many more we're going to find, but that's 4.
And with no digger, Nathan is using the rotavator to get rid of the rock-hard lawn.
He doesn't look like he's in control of that. It's like there's a wild horse.
Even with the extra manhole problems in the patio, the girls finish their half of the garden first.
Guys! We won.
But with the team pulling together, it's not long before the garden's clear. Next, they need to mark out where the new paving's going to go. With several walls to go in, they need to make sure the new slabs will fit the space.
Yeah, basically we're calculating how many paving slabs we need to cover this area because we're building a wall and that wall is a fixed point, and the last thing we want is to not have enough slabs to meet that wall.
Next, the aggregate goes down and is compacted to form a base for the family's new large patio dining area. Then it's time to lay the grey limestone slabs and the team manages to level off and work round the manhole covers. Susie and Danny make a start building the walls that will provide both a colourful feature and seating in the garden. And the summer house is getting a fabulous facelift. Outside, the Rich brothers and Charlie have arrived.
Now, don't get too excited, guys. This garden's big and this garden's blank. But what they would love in this garden is loads of colour.
Nice.
Make it vibrant.
So we're thinking Bollywood-style colour, full on, lots of really luscious, luxurious colours.
Exactly that, yeah. Add a bit of spice into that garden. Wow, look at this.
Ooh.
This really extends this area of use, which would be the main social space in the garden. But obviously for socialising, it's nice to have a bit of seating, and that's where these walls double up as well. But they also give the colour in the garden. We've got saffron, we'll have turmeric, and we've got juniper over there. But this area will be a really vibrant planting bed, which is really going to accentuate and complement those colours. And then at the back corner of the garden here, this is going to be a newly laid lawn.
This area is more natural, it's more undefined, and has a more naturalistic quality. Small paths wind through to a decked area, and Charlie as well.
Yeah, hip hip hooray!
Hey, look at that cat.
Look at that, rose hip.
Those
Loads
hips.
of lovely rose hips.
sit back at ya.
Look, because Vinay and Raunak really wanted lots of wildlife as well, didn't they? So those rose hips are going to be good.
Charlie's job in this tranquil corner of the garden will be installing a water feature to make a focal point for meditating.
And do you want the water right up high, or do you want it down low, or do you want it halfway?
Up high.
Up high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my trousers.
And then, Charlie, go up high, and if it's got a little leak, it'll just go to medium, so it'll be fine.
I'm doing it, not you. Hey! Get on with some work then. Go and get out my
nice and noisy on
my
site, to be honest.
meditation zone. It's nice and quiet here. Go away.
This is supposed to be a
Go
peaceful
away.
area.
Go
It's not
away.
at all,
Go
is
away.
it?
Go away.
Fighting in the meditation zone will not bring good karma, so David goes to help Susie put coloured render on the walls.
I tell you what, this rendering job's easier than it looks, isn't it?
Wow, it's therapeutic, isn't it?
You did a great job at basically all of the walls, especially the saffron one.
Thank you.
But we're just doing the turmeric one now. I mean, the colour's great.
Well, it's fun. It's a really good fun colour.
Now, because we're using a dye within the render, it does actually mean that the mixture and that the composition of this wall is very different. So you've got to use a specific plastering sand, and that's different to your normal soft or sharp sand. And we've also used a white cement as opposed to the usual cement, and that's because we're using a dye, and it's the easiest way to actually control the colour that you want to get. And then as well as that, we've obviously got the dye itself, and then we've also got a bonding agent. So there's a lot of components that go into this, but it really does make a difference. And it actually turns out to be a very similar cost to normal render and then painting it as well.
While David's being calmed by some therapeutic rendering in the entertainment area, there's plenty of activity going on in what will eventually become the quiet zone. Joe is prepping the ground for the decking, and Charlie's starting work on a large plant pot that will form the water feature.
What could go wrong? The water feature. All I've got to do is drill a hole in it to thread the cable through. Because this being a pot full of water, come the winter time, it's probably best to drain it. And if you've sealed the cable down through the holes in the bottom and then sealed it up, then it makes it very difficult to take the pump out. But yes, it's very exciting. I'm sure the boys wouldn't mind if there isn't a water feature. Woo! And it's not made too much of a mess. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing.
Back in the garden, there's no doubt about the quality of the craftsmanship in the patio dining area. This new patio area is begging for a large family dining table, and that's Harry's next job.
So I've got a few measurements to work out. Found a nice little comfy seat resting on the water feature, but the tricky bit's now.
While he gets cracking with some scaffolding boards, Charlie's got another furniture project in mind.
So I've got the joyous task of taking a pallet apart. Everyone goes, oh, just take a pallet apart. You can use all that lovely wood, and it is really lovely wood. But just taking pallets apart is not that easy because the nails that they put them together with are ringed, so they don't want to come out.
Round the back, David's finishing off the last coloured wall in a juniper berry shade.
And the reason I'm actually painting this wall instead of using a dye mixed in the render is because we couldn't actually find a colour that represented the juniper berry well enough. And the blues that they had were actually a lot more expensive, so fitting in with this tight budget, it wasn't actually possible.
At the front, Charlie's making progress with her upcycling project.
So I'm making a bit of a bar here for Vinay, because he's a bit of a dab hand when it comes to a cocktail, allegedly. That's what he's told us. And he loves getting all the neighbours round.
To provide extra space for the party guests, Joe's laying a smart new lawn behind the dining area in the garden. And when it's done, it's time for David to mark out where the gravel paths will go.
At the moment, the social space is almost complete. It's just missing the planting. There's really clean lines, we've got the sharp, bold walls, and a beautiful, freshly laid lawn. So altogether, that's looking very sharp and very smart. And this area and this half of the garden needs to feel very different. Soft edges, wandering paths, very much a contrast to what's on that side of the garden.
When Danny and Susie have finished the decking outside the summer house, it'll provide a restful corner for enjoying the quieter side of the garden. But out at the front, there's a hive of activity as Harry adds cross braces to the top of his dining table. While Charlie gets creative with her bar. Charlie's taste may not be quite the same as the brothers,
else we got?
but she does love a party.
Put a load of gold candles in to make it really pretty. All the way along there. Maybe. Oh. Carry on.
That looks perfect as it is, doesn't it?
Keeping it nice and subtle, I am.
Lovely.
Have you even got some fake flowers?
Oh, wonderful. Well, I think a sand is in order.
Yeah.
Should be proud of that, H. Looks lovely.
With just a few jobs left to do, it's time to bring in some of the trees which Vinay and Raunak were keen on to attract more wildlife into the garden.
For Vinay and Raunak, it was really key that this garden was full of life and full of colour. And that's one of the reasons that we're using this gorgeous rowan or mountain ash. Now, it's a small tree, so it's not going to dominate this space. But what it will do is add loads of colour and loads of interest throughout the year.
While Susie and Danny help finish the benches for the dining area, it's time for the water feature that Charlie drilled earlier
Don't hit that plant. Special.
to make its grand entrance.
Right, there we are. This is it.
Right.
It's on a lovely pivot, that. Look at that.
Get your plant out of the way, you.
That plant can go beside it, H, we thought. Lovely. 3, 2.
Boom, boom, boom. Right,
Just-
we
can
just
we
need
just
to level that
cascade-
up.
can we just
yeah,
sit on
we
the
can
edge?
split the difference,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. There we are. Love it.
Level it up. £98, was it, the pot?
Yeah, that's the one.
But very nice,
Yeah.
very elegant and calm looking.
Nice
I
colour
agree.
as well, with the earthy autumn tones.
Yeah,
I think
and the
that's gonna
squally witchy weather, it's like a cauldron. The 3 witches stir in the cauldron.
And as Susie starts on the bound gravel paths, the team are filling the planting beds set amongst the bright walls with vibrant shrubs and plants to complete Vinay and Raunak's garden full of colour.
Now, Vinay and Raunak were really keen to have the sound of water in the garden. They said it helps them meditate. Now, I would imagine, and I don't meditate, so I'm not sure, that you wouldn't want sort of a big waterfall with lots of crashing, vigorous sound. I would imagine you want something quite gentle and soft, you know, like a bubble of water or just the babble of a brook type of sound. So I'm hoping this solar-powered pump will do that for me. And I think Vinay is going to love this anyhow, because what boy doesn't like a remote control? So the solar-powered pump is remote controlled. And to turn it on and off, you press D for Dimmock.
The bound gravel surface is being spread on the paths that meander through the quiet zone of the garden. And as the paths are compacted and the meadow turf is laid, it's time to bring the furniture into the garden and put the last finishing touches in place.
It's a bar, not a discotheque.
A disco.
You don't even know what a discotheque is, do you?
No.
So, yeah, look at that.
Fantastic.
Look.
Oh, brilliant.
Woohoo.
Well, I am going to say there are a few more additions than when I last left you, which is a bit of a surprise.
Well, yeah, it was all looking a bit too tasteful. And the shed,
Yeah.
somehow was outdoing it, so I had to Bollywood it up a
It
bit.
was pretty bright and vibrant.
It's
isn't
very
it?
vibrant.
The final addition, 2 religious sculptures.
Like that?
Yeah, it's quite nice.
And the garden's ready for its grand unveiling. Before they called in the garden rescue team, this garden was bland, empty and unappealing. But now it's had a £3,000 makeover, and the Rich brothers have spent every penny creating a vivid, colourful space that'll provide entertainment for people and wildlife alike. They spent £290 on building and rendering the walls that will double up as seating for party guests. And the table and benches constructed by Harry were a bespoke bargain at around £100. Together with the limestone paving costing £600, the entertainment zone is ready for non-stop fun. But in the meditation area of the garden, the water feature, simply made from a plant pot and a solar pump, cost just £185. And the trees and plants put a £300 dent in the budget, but will bring both colour and a sense of calm into the space. Whether the family are partying hard or enjoying the natural space, this is a garden that will offer a warm welcome to wildlife as well as to friends and neighbours. Now it's time to find out if the Rich brothers have delivered the garden that Vinay and Raunak had dreamed of.
OK, so in 3, 2, 1, open your eyes.
Oh! Wow! This is...
Yeah, come on!
This is
So that's good then, I take it?
Look at that.
Nice.
Can I walk through?
Not quite yet. If we just look at a few things from here first.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, it's totally changed.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
I can safely say they love it.
And we wanted to keep the planting really colourful, but we also wanted to link the colours with the wall.
Yeah.
So each tone kind of links in with one of the walls, and it's nice and complementary, and it just makes this space feel very lively and just a lovely place to sit.
It's just so beautiful.
It's just
So
absolutely
beautiful.
amazing.
Is it vibrant enough for you?
Very
Oh,
colourful.
yes.
We know you guys wanted to have a water feature, and especially one with sound.
Yeah, so this is actually voice recognised. So if I say, turn on, turns on, and then turn off.
We were lying. So basically, D, it was D for Dimmock, but now it's D for Dave, of course. So it's just, and you get that nice, gentle sound of water.
So you can play that joke for the rest of your life. Yeah. Everyone who comes around.
So I'll give you the control, there you go.
But Charlie's also been really busy. She's built a beautiful mojito bar.
That's beautiful because she has used, in fact, bamboos from...
Yeah.
Oh, it's all recycled here.
I know now where I can find Vinay.
Very, very clever. Very clever, yes.
I mean, a boy, what more does he want? Bar, meditation, and a remote control.
Well, hopefully it is the garden that you wanted, and it's going to give you everything that you wanted from it as well.
I think 100%. Beautiful. Just amazing.
It's everything we wanted, and it's fantastic. I can just sum it up in one word. That's fantastic.
And as the family come out to see the results, are the couple happy with their new space?
Winner's entertainment for barbecue, meditations, and a special corner for him and his drinks. So that's absolutely beautiful, amazing.
I think it ticked every box, and it's 100% what we wanted.
Definitely.
In fact, they have captured everything what we desired for, so it's amazing.